Paul O'Brien at Ongatiri. I suppose you're at Ongatiri, are you?
Yeah.
Yep. In his red block, it's October the 7th, 8th, 6th, something like that.
Anniversary of the frost.
Yeah, anniversary of the frost. There you go. And Paul, what happened here last year that you've ended up doing something pretty cool that you want to talk about?
Well, we were frosted down in the far corner, which is a little bit lower, but the rest of the block was basically checked. We had a tow and blow blowing cold air over the canopy, and it basically checked all the growth, and so we ended
That's
up
really just stored with a whole lot of spurs.
pretty much
Self-terminated.
a lot of spurs, no
Yep.
activity on the leader. We didn't
Yep.
have any replacement cane
Yep.
showing.
And that was
so
would have been your first crop or second crop?
That was our first crop.
First crop, okay. Yep.
The canopy was completely stalled. It had poor colour. The leaf size was terrible. It was just minuscule. And so we stripped all the fruit from the leader out to the first wire here, and we came in with Ambitious, and we started out with a sign writer's paintbrush, which was taking forever to paint the buds, and so we moved up to a bigger brush, which was about a 25mm brush. And so rather than just dabbing the buds, we ended up probably overdoing the Ambitious, which we were putting on at 60% with a small amount of penetrant.
So what were you actually painting? Show us what would have been there you were painting.
Basically we were looking to paint the buds that were up on top of the growth where we would have liked to have got a replacement cane coming from, or in this case just the axial bud on a small spur. There's last year's small spur. There's another small spur. We didn't paint the ones on the underside.
Right.
And so that small spurs had the axial buds painted. You've got a growth coming from here, another growth coming on the other side.
So they're new CCPU generated growths?
Yep.
And just explain how you said that there they were. How can you tell that's what they were? What's the obvious?
So the obvious sign is the base of the cane is enlarged, and it's got a furry texture to it.
Right. And as you move out through the cane, it appears fairly normal.
Yep. Yes.
And I'll go.
So we have ended up with a lot of growing points, and initially we didn't get a lot. We saw the response starting, but we didn't get any extension, and it wasn't until late summer, autumn, that these canes actually grew and became fruiting canes. So if we hadn't done it last early summer growing season, we wouldn't have a full canopy now.
Right. Well, show us. You've got the odd normal 1-year-old cane, but there's not many at all, are there? Can you spot one? Just about all these canes are either 2-year-old, CCP.
Yeah, they're either 2-year-old or Ambitious. We did see one. Where the hell was that?
It was a little bit further down. There was
Here it is here. So there's last year's primary cane.
Yep.
And there's
Right
the
next
Ambitious
door.
cane.
Yes, here you go. So you can see that furry, and then it just grows into normal. Have you, and observationally, any difference in floralness or bud break?
Well, I don't think there has been really.
No, they look
We've
very
seen
similar,
it, so
don't they?
It's a bit deceptive, but I don't really think there's been any significant difference.
But it's made a huge difference to be able to get canopy full for this year, obviously. Yep. I'll just pause. What do we got here, Paul?
So this is something that we're noticing a little bit of. This is 2-year-old wood. In fact, that's possibly
Might even be older.
3-year-old wood.
Yeah.
The buds that have not broken before have shot this spring, and they're carrying flower. Not all of them, but some of them.
No, and certainly that one's got a couple, but we found some that certainly had more than that, didn't they? So it's sort of ignoring the traditional fruiting habit of current season's wood off 1-year-old wood. Yeah, very cool. Oh, well, here's hoping.
Here's another one here.
Oh, yep, yeah, that's definitely a bit of 2-year-old wood, because there's the 1-year-old that's come off the end of it. But yes, it's actually floral. Red's just a little bit different, eh? Cool, thank you.